Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest on the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today I have Christa Mekki on the line, and she is CEO and Senior Planner at Magnetic Magnificence Events. Christa, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Adam. It's a pleasure to be on.
All right, Christa. So excited to talk more about your business and really to get your views on entrepreneurship and what it really takes to take a business from surviving to thriving. But before we get started with that, we'll start this episode the way that we start them all with our Mission Matters Minute. So, Christa, we at Mission Matters, we amplify stories for entrepreneurs, executives, and experts. That's our mission. Christa, what mission matters to you?
Well, the mission that matters to me is really making an impact on people's lives, whether that's in a small sense or on a large scale. That's my passion. That's what I love. I love having an impact on people and really doing something that can help to elevate their lives and make their lives better, as opposed to just single-handedly living my own, but really being able to contribute to other people as well, be part of their story.
Fantastic. I love bringing mission-based entrepreneurs and executives on the line, having them share why they do what they do, like what gets them fired up to go out there and make a difference. So awesome to have you on the show. And I guess the start of this is really like, so what kind of is your history in entrepreneurship? Like what caused you to go out there and start your own business?
Well, I started my entrepreneurship journey at the age of 19 in a network marketing company. I was always somebody who worked very hard. I had, 4 jobs in college. And when I found that opportunity, I realized that I liked the idea of being my own boss. And then into that for a few years, learning kind of entrepreneurship from a different space, network marketing kind of comes as a business in a box. I was heavily encouraged to branch out and do something on my own with the skill set that I had. So before graduating college, I formed my company. And from there, just started to kind of get into the groove of things. And really, it comes down to realizing that I wanted to do something for myself. I wanted to not ever have anybody dictate what I was worth. And I felt like with the various jobs that I had, there was always kind of a ceiling or a cap. And, I tried everything. I applied everywhere. And it ends up that this was what I was meant to do, and so I love being able to take that and contribute. And then now part of what I do is I give back to those that are in the same position. So people that are in college, people that want to start up, I'm constantly mentoring people. And it's like I love being able to just kind of show them like this is how you start. This is where you can be. So that's what got me into entrepreneurship. That's what got me here.
So, tell us a little bit more about like some of the things that you've learned along the way, like maybe your routine or like some of the things that help you keep that success mindset and keep that focus.
Absolutely. A few things that I learned is you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. That was very important. I learned that pretty early on, and it helped me get a right perspective of the type of people to keep around. And to be cautious about people that maybe weren't as set for where I was headed. And then I've got a very disciplined life, and it's disciplined, but also with the ability to live life on my own terms. And what I mean by that is I wake up every day at 5 o'clock without an alarm clock. It just happens now. I make coffee. I read 10 pages of a good book. I do a gratitude journal. I do a gym workout 5 days a week at least. And then from there, I really jump in and get started with my day. And I stay dedicated to the things that matter. And really making sure that even if a mundane task that seems unnecessary or unwanting to be done, that it's done. And it's just part of the program. And I feel like that leads to the success. It also has led to kind of an increase in business, which I don't know where it came from, but I'm constantly humbled and grateful for it. And I feel like it might have been those disciplines being compounded over time that now, this is where we're at. I mean, if I look at, starting business, I've done, over 10,000 hours at my craft. And so now at this point, it's like, it's awesome to see kind of a program appear. And again, to be having an impact. I know, as an event planner, it's not like I'm changing lives per se, but I am part of everybody's most important day of their life and, contributing to memories and events that companies want to put on and giving back to their employees and, really adding a sense of value and something to be remembered. So
Tell us a little bit about Magnetic Magnificent Events. First off, I'm a sucker for alliteration, so I heard the two M's, and I'm like, come on, Chris, this is awesome. Tell us more about your company.
Yeah, well, I will say that I have to give a backstory here on the name of my company. The day that I was looking for naming it, I was searching everywhere. I had so many different ideas, and person that I've been in love with forever called me and happened to write a poem about me that ended with "She's Magnetic Magnificence." And I said, oh my gosh, that's the company name. He had no idea I was working on it at that moment. And it's serendipitous that I was like, Magnetic Magnificent Events, that's it. And so for years, it's been driving the fact that not only am I magnetic, but everything we do is magnificent. So that's a backstory of how we got to that name. And I love the fact that people can't spell it off the top, so it makes them remember it more. You know, you really have to work on your brain to get all of those letters in order. And it is my website and everything, so I make it, more complicated that way. But what we do is events and destination incentive travel. So I do a lot of corporate events for companies, really started in the network marketing sphere because that's what I knew. But I've done, we do different retreats. We've taken people out of the country. We plan these experiences that every year with a company that I work with continually gets better and better for them. And so I love that part. We also dabble in weddings. We have a whole wedding sector of business, which I have most of my team run now. But, during the pandemic, from surviving to thriving, it was a survival phase, for anybody in the events industry, irregardless what division. And it's like, I look at the fact that in 2020, I didn't care to change my business model. I didn't want to do virtual. I didn't want to try to come up with something that I wasn't an expert at. I just kind of rode the wave. I did a little bit of back end work and website and that type of stuff. And now, I can't stop the amount of business that's coming, which is why I said, I'm forever grateful and humbled. But, that's what we do. And we've got a team of powerhouse females, not because I'm sexist or anything. It just happens that I like to contribute to the elevation of women. And so that is my angle, that, putting people on and making sure that they feel valued and appreciated, and, putting them in a position that if they want to grow their own company one day, I'm all for helping them do it.
That's awesome. That's amazing. And what areas do you work in, like geography-wise, for people listening?
What area? Anywhere actually. So I'm based out of Northern California, San Jose area, but we do events all across the country. I have clients that are, based in Maryland and DC area. So we service everywhere, and we go out of the country. We're a preferred partner of Sandals Resorts in the Caribbean, so we do a lot of business out there and on the islands. So we are not geographically set. We can do anything from anywhere for anybody.
Awesome. And I feel like everybody, you're in high demand right now. Everybody's like, I need to get out there. I need to do something. I want to see something. I've already been cooped up too long, right? Is that what you're getting from a lot of your clients right now?
Exactly, yes. If they need a vacation, I got them covered. If they want to travel, we do all of that. And there's been a lot of people, and, with this new wave, there's things that we're going to deal with again, but it's been awesome to contribute to people, and when they come back from these trips and tell me, oh my God, that was the best I've ever been on, or that was amazing, and this one was better than the last one, we thrive off of that. And that's part of it, is obviously getting better as a company and getting better with our skill set. I'm constantly learning. I've done all the certifications necessary and always looking to add more. But it's cool to be part of that. And on our wedding side of business, to hear the reviews from couples and what it meant to them, and, to just see people so happy, that's what we thrive off of. It's, whether I was paid to do it or not, I'd probably still be doing this. I hate saying that as an entrepreneur, because that is part of what we do, right? But if I wasn't paid, I would still do it. That's the passion behind it.
That's awesome. Well, Christa, I just have to tell you, it's been great having you on the show today to learn more about Magnetic Magnificent Events and also your journey as an entrepreneur. If somebody's listening to this right now and they want to learn more about your company and see what you have going on, what's the best way for them to do that?
Yeah, I'm on online, magneticmagnificentevents.com, as well as all the social handles. So we're on TikTok, same name, Instagram, same name, and Facebook, same name. So you can find me on all sources. Also, check out my YouTube channel, same name again, but we've got some pretty cool stuff up there, some venues we've visited, so you can spend some time on our channel and travel with us to different places, and we can help you plan your next vacation.
That's awesome, and we'll definitely put some of those links in the show notes so that our audience can just head right on over and check out your channel and also your website. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time with Mission Matters, we're a platform that's all about and dedicated to amplifying the stories of entrepreneurs and executives and really finding out their motivation and why do they do what they do so that we can all learn from each other. And if that's the type of content that you're into, then we definitely invite you to subscribe to our podcast and our YouTube channel and really just to follow the journey. We have many more mission-based entrepreneurs and executives coming on the line, and we don't want you to miss a thing. And Christa, it really has been a pleasure. Thank you again for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Adam. It was amazing. Appreciate it.
All right, Christa, so we'll cut the audio there. You're so good, so smooth. That was fun. I'm like, you're so together and polished. You're up at 5. I'm like, oh, my gosh, I get that from you. And that, who else would you want handling their business than someone like yourself? So that's awesome.
I appreciate it.
So next steps on my end, and not to cut it too short, but we schedule these back to back, but next steps on my end, I do want you to have them. So my team will do the editing, all the other things. I'll do all the posting, the social media, and you'll receive, this should be live. They're pretty fast, so this should be live within 10 business days. When it does go live, you'll get an email from one of my assistants, either Diana, Julius, or Kate, and that will have all of the links really nice and concise for you. In that email, feel free to use the content as you like, repost it, cut it up, whatever you want to do with it. It's completely up to you. And if you need anything else from us, just feel free to hit the reply button, and we'll take care of you, okay?
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks so much, Adam. I appreciate it. I really do. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right,
care.
take care.
Bye-bye.